Yes, YouTube, Danester back. I gotta get used to looking back up here at the cam now because I'm fucking that used to doing streams where I'm looking slightly down at the fucking comments doing it live. But no, this is not live. I'm not naked either. I've got shorts on, I promise you. Basically, I was on Big Al's live stream the other day doing some pickups, and I just thought some people might not have A, known I was on there, B, got over there to watch. Some people don't just watch live streams if they don't catch them live, so I thought I'd go over those pickups again. Also, I want to talk about something that I'm going to be doing this coming Saturday, and also there might be a new segment to my update things. We'll see how things go. So, hope you're all well. Hope you all enjoyed the 4 live from lockdown specials I did. I just can't commit the time to doing it every night at the moment. I really couldn't. As we record today, this is Monday. I was hoping to break up 2 Fridays ago. I've been promised I can break up this Friday. It's good to be working though, and I shouldn't moan because there's a lot of people who might be struggling financially who can't work. So I should be thankful that I'm working. But that's that bullshit out the way. So we'll start with some pickups. These I did feature on one of my live from lockdowns, but I just wanted to say thank you again because they're a gift, and gifts are always appreciated. I don't expect anyone to ever gift me anything, but when they are, it is truly really appreciated. And I just wanted to thank Sean Horatio Van Basten again. So the gaming gift he gave me was another Japanese Saturn game, because he sent me Space Harrier before, and now he sent me Street Fighter Zero. Still not added anything to the Japanese Saturn other than the 2 games that Sean has kindly gifted me. Maybe I will when we can get out and about. Hopefully go to Japanese Alan's store when he's at an event. I don't think I'll make it all the way up to his shop. But again, Sean, thank you. And these are on the back of watching the VHS bootleggers. I'm massively into my B horror movies, like, you know, crappy stuff like that. He sent me Basket Case 2 and 3, which I've still not watched yet. I've not had time to fucking... I say that, I hang out in all the streams and chat to people because that's my social life at the moment, is talking to people online via streams. So Basket Case 2 and 3. And also MGM's 90th anniversary... newly remastered director's cut of the original RoboCop, which I actually mentioned about that on the stream. I mentioned about Mark Burnt Out Culture always saying I'm doing that thing where I'm not looking at the camera again, about films being edited for the telly, and they always cut out the bit where Murphy gets his hand blown off for TV. So that's from Sean again. That was a birthday present, so we're going back to late November there for all you fuckers who missed my birthday. So now we're going to go on to the pickups that I showed in Al's video. So if you've seen Al's video, you might want to skip forward a bit. But I've had a few pickups the weekend, so don't just skip the pickup section. If you're looking for new stuff I've added to the collection, I've added some more items. We'll start with the order that I went in. So this was an eBay purchase. This was probably around my birthday as well. Super Famicom game, Space Ace, made by the people who did Dragon's Lair, as Russ told me on the stream. It was really cheap. I think it had been mislisted, so I picked it up really cheap. Nice condition. It's gone in one of my protective things, and it had been on my shelf up until I took it off just to show you all. The second item was one that I thought Al had recommended me, but it wasn't. It was Griffo's Game recommended it to Al. I saw Al had picked it up, and it's Beholder on the PS4. This is the complete edition. Basically, you play someone who works for the government, and you have to decide whether to report people who break the law or not. I think this was $12.99, something like that. It's sealed. Shall we change that? Live. Well, it's live now. Not fucking live when you're watching it, but it's definitely live to me, because I'm definitely alive doing it. Like, this is the fucking most over-aggressive knife for fucking... Ain't it? Fucking Gernaldinho has a knife. That ain't a knife. This is a knife. Fucking... That was a boot sale buy as well, that was. You know, when I decided to go around murdering people. If I ever murder anyone now, they're so going to use that clip. Right, so we'll open it as gently as we can. He says as he fucking tears into it. Okay, it's quite nicely packed, I'll give it that, like me. So we got the art, so let's have a look. I mean, the style of the game is not what sold it me, it's the concept of the game. We got the original soundtrack. Obviously the game, with Elastic Band. Well, I wonder if I can keep that one, as long as I've had the one I showed on our stream. Little stress ball man. Obviously one of the characters from the game, probably the main character. And there is in here a tiny... See if I can get it to focus. Of course it won't fucking focus. Oh, it might have done now. Little pin badge of the character who's on the cover. And a piece of cardboard. So, you know, for $12.99, you get a little bit of stuff there for your book, don't you? You know, if that was like, I'm guessing it's Badland Publishers. I've not heard of them. So they're not a massive publisher, and you know, if you signed up for that on a Kickstarter, you'd be quite chuffed with that, wouldn't you? Really, or you know, limited run games would probably fucking charge you 300 quid for it or something like that with all that stuff. So there you go, we got unboxed, ready for me to play it, and or put it on my shelf. Put it there for now. So then, I'm trying to remember the order I did it in. So I'm going to go with these. These were purchased from Sore Thumb's store up in York. I didn't go to the store, obviously, but it was on their Facebook. I know Lee quite well from the events. Liam actually... No, did Liam tag me in it? No, I saw it. I saw it and bought it. So they're Vectrex games. So we got Scramble. I was going to say fucking Scrabble for some reason. Now, that's not the actual cart that Lee sent me, or the manual. I've swapped them, and you'll see why in a bit. It's got the overlay. Because this now has actually become a duplicate. So, anyone who's into the Vectrex, who's looking for a trade or something, drop me a line, holler at me, shout me up in the Discord. They were £25 each anyway, these. And there's Armour Attack. Boom. This one is actually staying in my collection. Nice condition manual, and of course the overlay. I mean, if you own a Vectrex, you know the overlays are massively important. If you've just heard my computer ping, it's my virus warning. If you haven't, I look like right daft twat. So I've added them. That's 2 more Vectrex, still massively on a Vectrex hype. In fact, that reminds me, I'm hoping by now the person who was sent the gift to has received it. So basically, these were in the Vectrex group. The company who make these were doing the double pack for basically the value of what Vector Blade cost you. So I ordered it because I wanted Vector Blade. Because I was gifted one of these originally by my friend Ant Harper, RetroGamesCollector.com, RetroGear.com. I passed on the good karma and I've gifted this to someone else in the community, so I'm hoping they've received it. Not yet put Vector Blade in. I believe it's a little bit like a shmup for the Vectrex. So it's just, let me show you. It's just the PCU. It has got a nice little graphic of the ship of the game though on the chip there. So yeah, that's something else for the Vectrex, and there's going to be some more items later. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Stu hold of one the other day. I saw one on eBay, but we couldn't quite get him hold of it. So the Vectrex is still getting much love in my collection. The next item was something I had a long time ago, and I gave it to Simon Lockett Revival, and it's just returned to my collection. I have no need for it. I've paid X amount to get this fixed, and now I don't need it. But it is a Famicom, and it's lovely condition. It's not yellowed. You see some of these horrible in yellowed. It's got the Simon Lock's seal of approval that he's fixed it. Basically what it was is it had some really weird power port, and for some reason now it's got a headphone jack to AV because that's what they put in, and Size fixed it up and put a new one in. It does run. You know, he may be able to do more work for it for someone who wanted some work done to it, but if anyone's interested in this or got something that they think's of similar value to trade for this, I've got no power supply for it, I've got no cable for it, or I might have a cable for it. If I find one out, you can have it. Holler me up and we'll sort something out. I ought to go on Swap Shop really. If you've not watched Swap Shop, that's Lee, the retro chef. I think he's doing it every Sunday or every other Sunday. Basically, swap shop is you go on with some tat, either flog it or trade it with another tuber. It's going all right. It's going all right. He's almost probably the 8th best streamer that I know. Obviously, I'm the first. So this next item is going to get me a load of hate from a certain member of the community with 2 T's and 2 O's in his name because he's a hater. But I got this right round the corner from Retro Bear Russ. I paid £100 for everything I'm about to show you. So obviously it's the Evercade, not in the box because I've got it in my lovely denim effect sort kind of thing hold all. For those of you who've never seen Evercade, look, I wasn't going to get one of these because I thought these were utter cheap shit, if I'm honest, because they're made by Blaze, who made some shit Mega Drive systems, and it really put me off getting it until I got one, and I only got it because I was thinking of flipping it, and now I've got hold of it. I'm going to keep it because it's got a few games that I want to play. Makes that beautiful clicky noise, and it's not actually that bad. I know Stu says, oh, you could just emulate the ROM somewhere else through on your computer, but couldn't we just do that with everything and there'd be no need for us to all have any of this shit? Just throwing it out there. Let's all just get fucking EverDrives and fuck everything off. I am going to quickly scan through the games. I had 9 games with. So, you know, you're talking £10 per physical item, really. So, it's quite a good price. Got the Oliver Twins collection with, obviously, Dizzy. What was I wanted to play Super Robin Hood. That was the main reason I got it. I'll show you the example. You get a cartridge, obviously, with the games on, and a manual. Cartridges are double-sided, so you can read what's in them once they're in the Evercade. You know, the manual's alright. Gives you a brief little history on all the games and everything, you know. It's better than that shit fucking book the Nostalgia Nerd made anyway, that I got fucking couple Christmases ago. That's for sure. Is he still even going? This was there was basically, once I got it, there was certain games I wanted to play, and this was one. Obviously, I've got Xeno Crisis on the Mega Drive, but I've not got Tanglewood because it costs a fucking fortune. So now I can play that game handheld, wherever I want. Opico Interactive, this one's called, and I didn't even notice this until I got home and I was trying obviously all the cartridges. But it's got Switchblade on there, and I loved Switchblade on my Amstrad. So again, once I intended to flip it, I won't fucking bullshit. I was going to make some money on it, but now it's ended up saying these are purely independent games. Coffee Crisis on there, I heard that mentioned on Swap Shop last night. So they're all independent titles. So okay, you could probably buy the ROMs or download them, but I don't fucking game on my PC. My Mac is purely for invoices and doing YouTube videos. You know, and you get a shit ton of games per cartridge for, I think new they cost you £15 to £20. Again, I'm just going to quickly scan through. Interplay, this is the one with Earthworm Jim 2, Claymates and Rad Gravity. Namco Museum 2, that one's got Splatterhouse 2 and 3 that spring to mind, and obviously we've got Pack Attack and various others. Interplay Collection 1, that's got Clay Fighters and Earthworm Jim 1. And the last two are Namco Collection 1, which has got Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Zaxxon, Star Juster. I should know. And obviously the Atari, which has got a shit ton of games on the back, including some 7800 ones. So yeah, I might get some hate, but fuck's given. So, the reason why I decided to do this video is because I've picked up a few little last minute things before Christmas, and this will be my last pickups video before Christmas. I basically messaged Liam. I said, look, I've got a couple of pickups to do. He'd linked me up with one. He said he'd got one to do. I said, well, we'll just go out for a drive together. You know, Liam's in my bubble. I couldn't give a fuck. So the first item I went to get were from a place called Tipton. If you're in Dudley, you know it. This guy has actually said he might be able to get me some more. £35 for the two. So you got Scramble. So now I've got the box. I've upgraded the cart on this one to my cart. upgraded the manual to my manual, and obviously it's still got the overlay. And this overlay was actually a little bit better condition than mine. So this one now will go into my collection. This box complete. I had a little bit of a rant about fucking people getting box complete about, you know, fucking... Yeah, look, man, I've got a fucking Xbox 360 game box complete, man. It fucking ought to be. It's more or less fucking new. That's box complete. Very old game. I've just realised the one bunch of items is no longer here for me to show you. I'll talk about them in a bit. And the second one is a game I've actually already got cartridge only, so this is up for trade cartridge only, and that is Flipper Pinball, and that actually looks really cool, that overlay. So obviously I've just played the game cart only with my own overlays that I've purchased, the UV ones, but this overlay, looking at the cover, looks like it really makes the game pop, so I'm looking forward to playing that. So again, the Vectrex is getting a lot of love on this channel. You know, I never realised when I picked this up. I did realise I was going to like it because Rob, old Fob, actually, we'll get onto that later. He told me I'd love it no sooner I got it, and it's one of the best purchases I've made from my collection for something that I never owned. I've absolutely fell head over heels for it. So the next item I picked up, I actually had to cancel my order because I'd ordered myself one of these for Christmas because my missus was going to buy me one. I said, don't bother, I've already ordered myself one. And then I saw this one for £30. This was over in Wolverhampton. So obviously it's the new Game & Watch. It's got this nice little... Probably tons of people have done a review on it. It's got the nice little overlay. Nice classic box. It's got 3 games on it. So you've got Super Mario Brothers, obviously. I'm just going to be careful because this box is tight like a tiger. Right. So you've got Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers 2, which is the disc copy, which Busubi, that our man in Japan mentioned, is the lost levels to us, and it's got Ball, which is a classic game. So, you know, it's a nice little colour screen. It feels nice. The one thing that is missing is I used to like the little stands for the Game & Watches. I wish it had one of those. But you know, for what it is, and for £30, the guy said he literally only played it twice. I think it must have been bought as a present for him, or just a little fad purchase, and he's moved it on. Comes with a charger, USB charger, and I've probably saved myself, what, 15-20 quid worth, is it difference with me buying it second hand? Because let's be honest, that's probably the most I'm going to fucking play with it. Well, I'll just show you, I'm not packing it away. I'll pack it away later. And then finally we went to Liam's games room / store / garage. Basically he's got everything everywhere, as Stu's seen in the picture. And I saw that he got 2 of these. I said, oh, you got 2 of them? And he went, yeah, you can have one if you want. Fucking cheeky bastard, you know? And it's Super Mario Bros. Clock. I've always wanted one. I always think Mario looks a bit fucking wired. He's been out with Tony Montana, man. He's had a few fucking lines, I think. No bass, so if anyone's got a spare bass for it, that'd be immense. But I do like these clocks. I've not set the time on it. It says it's fucking 1 o'clock. It's not 1 o'clock. Especially if you're my gaffer watching, it's definitely not 1 o'clock. So yeah, so that is all the pickups that I've added. So I hope you enjoyed them. Another reason I decided I wanted to do the pickups is, unfortunately, obviously going on Al's channel, I'm not going to get any comments for me anyway. But when I do live streams, I don't get as many comments, and I feel like I miss out, so I have to go back and watch the live chat. So at least here, I'm hoping someone will leave a fucking comment or something, maybe. So that's the pickup section. Now I want to talk about something that I'm going to be doing this Saturday. That's Saturday the 19th. I'm looking to start at 1 o'clock, but depending on how many people are interested, I might have to start earlier. So basically, last year, Pete Armour got us all to send in a little clip telling a story about our gaming Christmas, or a Christmas memory. And I just thought, you know what? That was a good idea, and no one seems to be doing anything similar. Or if they have, they fucking ain't invited me. Not a bad idea, really. So, what I'm going to do is Saturday, there's a live stream. And I'm going to try and get on as many people as possible. So, depending on how many replies I have saying they want to come on, depends on A, how long people have, and B, what time I have to start. But it will be on this channel, so look out for that. I'm going to call it Danester's Christmas Royal Rumble, because basically I'm going to bring one person in. They're going to tell their Christmas memory, have a little bit of a chat with me. Maximum time limit is going to be, let's say, 10 minutes. 10 minutes, yeah, 10 minutes maximum. It might have to get cut down to 5, and then that person will go and someone else will come in, so on and so forth. What I'll do is, once everyone's told me, I'm going to put a deadline of Friday. If you haven't let me know by 4 PM Friday you want to be in, you're not fucking in. Names will go in a hat. I'll draw everyone out for an order to make it sort of random. And that's it. We'll go from there. I just thought it'd be a bit of fun. Wear your best Christmas jumper. Have a beer. And we'll have a little bit of a laugh. It doesn't have to be a gaming memory. It can be any sort of nostalgic memory of Christmas for you. Whether it's one as an adult, like, you know, giving your kids a present, or as a child, a toy, something like that. It's just a bit of fun. It's a bit of a way of getting us all together, and another way of me saying thank you to everyone who took part in my streams, which were such a success for me personally during the summer. So that's that. We're flying through things. I thought I'd forget how to do these fucking videos, but I think I'm doing alright. Forgot to have a drink. So the last thing I want to do is, everyone's doing shout outs again, which is brilliant, but I want to do it in a different way, and I'm going to call it what I've been watching, or what to watch, something like that. So basically what I'm going to do is mention, I'm not even going to give it a limit of numbers, I'm just going to do it each time I do a pick a video, of videos that I've watched and enjoyed over the last period, maybe a month, maybe a week. So the first one I want to mention is a return to the tubes. In fact, there's a couple of return to the tubes. And the first one is a good friend of mine, Lee. You've Been Gamed. Now, he hasn't done nothing for ages, other than when we used to do the YouTube football FIFA team during the first lockdown. But he's done an absolutely brilliant video on Punch Out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. He's clearly put a lot of effort into it, and it's funny, and I've enjoyed it. So please go and check out You've Been Gamed. Make sure you've got the right one, not the other one, and watch his Mike Tyson's Punch Out. In fact, I'll put a link in the description to all the videos that I'll mention below, so go and check them out. The second person, we'll keep it with returning tubers. This guy's been away, what, 3 years? And it's Busubi James, our man in Japan. And he's returned to tubes. He's dipped his water with the first video, but I personally liked his second video, where I think it's called Our Man in Japan, where he goes out, he does a really good intro of, like, you know, cutting the segment together and everything. So please, if you've never heard or seen of Busubi James, one, what the fuck are you doing? And two, go and check out that video. It's a really good video. The third one I wanted to mention is, he's new to the tubes. He's like a tuber virgin, and it's purely because of peer pressure from myself, Tootie, James, Busubi James, Big Mike, Mark Burnt Out Culture, and Pete Old School. We've been bullying Rob for a long time to do a fucking video tour of his games room, and his channel's called Fob, so that's Rob, but you swap the R for the F, so it's Fob. Go and check out his very first video, his games room tour. The guy's got absolute fucking brilliant games room, really nice. Loves his CRTs as well, so if you're into your CRTs and your TVs, there's plenty to look at in Rob's room. And he's got this awesome, like, retro filter that he uses on all his recordings, and it really sets the mood. So please go and give Rob your support, or Fob. And the final one I want to mention, it literally just popped up like 10 minutes. I've watched a video while I was having a bath, which I normally do. And it's Timewarp James is back, and he's just done a video about a Spectrum pickup that he had from Flashback TNT. And I just thought, you know, it was a nice little video, and enjoyed watching it, and it was chilled. And he's had a break as well from doing videos, and he seems much more relaxed this second time round than when he first started doing videos, which we all do. I'd hate to go back and watch me with my fucking perm. I'd probably fucking cringe and take my videos down, but I won't. I'll leave them all there for you to laugh at. So that's everything. That's everything I want to do. I just want to say, all come along on Saturday. If you want to join in, whether you've got a YouTube channel or not, if you just want to come on and do a message, let me know. And that's it, really. I hope we all have a good Christmas if you don't come and join in on the stream on Saturday. And I might do some between Christmas and the New Year, because I'll have some time. So stay safe and take it easy, YouTube. Goodbye.